Hi there and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm excited about this video because my not so little ones are starting their journey of learning how to blend CVC words, and I'm happy about that, and I just want to see how this unfolds. But I must admit that it's not going to be an easy journey because it's like having to transition from knowing the letter sounds and then now having to blend those letter sounds into some meaningful short words, and sometimes having to connect the letter sounds is quite difficult for some students. But trust that these strategies we are going to learn in this video are going to make the journey a little easier for the teacher involved and even for the child as well. Now we like I said before, we've learned how to blend two letter sounds from a, e, o, and a. So now we are going to blend them by adding a last sound so that we can able to read those short words. Now I use the word CVC. What's really a CVC word? A CVC word is one that has a consonant, a vowel in the middle, and then another consonant. So they are CVC words. Consonant, vowel, consonant words. And usually for these words, the vowel is short. So A says the sound, that's the sound. So A says A, E says E. They are short. And usually if you want to make this fun for the child, you just tell the child that the consonant or the last consonant closes the door on the vowel, keeping it very short. You're making it more practical and enjoyable for the child. So you use this scenario that, okay, the last sound is trying to close the door on the vowel, making it or keeping it short. So that's how we have the CVC words, and then we have the vowels in there always short. Now, in this video and looking at how we've learned how to blend the two letter sounds, I'm going to be teaching a very good way that we could learn how to blend CVC words. And we'll be starting with successive blending. I don't know if you've heard of this word before, but it's simply having to sound the first letter, sound the vowel, blend the two, holding your breath on those two sounds, and then having to add the last one. So for you to be able to understand more, I created this, and I'll call this my sound box. Okay, you can laminate it if you want so that you could use it like multiple times, and then you could even get it, use it, erase it. So this is called, I'll call this my sound box. And what I'm going to do on this is I have my first sound, which is probably B, and then the child says B, because now they are very familiar with the letter sounds. And then I bring in the vowel. I have A, so I have B and I have A. So now we have ba, ba. So now I'm going to introduce my very last sound. So that is going to be a T. Because for our very first video, I want us to use the at family words. So this is how it's going to be. I have my B, I'll dot it here. I have my A, I'll dot it here. Then I'll connect it, ba, ba. So I'll be holding on to this so I'm able to connect the last one, which is T. So I have bat. That is how the successive blending works. I sound the first letter, the second one, I blend the two, I hold on to this two, and I join the last one. Then I'm able to connect all three. This is also good for students who are struggling to read, struggling readers, or maybe you have a child who is very good like with literally all the letter sounds, but when it comes to having to blend they are either deleting a particular sound or another. So you'd have to just use this strategy as a way of having them connect everything they are doing to form that simple word. So this is what we are going to be using, or this is what we are using for this very first lesson, to introduce your child to blending CVC words or reading CVC words. So today we are going to just continue with the art words. So again, I already had the but, so I'll just let that slide. And then I have, so that's, I'll say the child will sound k, and then a, then we connect, so we have ka, k, a, ka. So now we have cat. Then we have blended the, like we've added the last sound, cat. In this way, this way, the child is likely not to ignore any sound, and they'll be able to read the letters, the words. And then we have h, a, so we have ha, right? Then we keep, like we hold on to ha, then we connect the last one. Then we have hat. So when you connect everything now, then you mention the word so that you don't have to drag the vowel in the middle, because remember we said it's a short vowel. So when you do that, then you say hat, then you say cat, and then we have ho, a, pa. Now we are trying to bring in the last sound, so we have ho, a, pat. Then we have pat. So we are going to continue for fat, but you would realize that I categorized the words because I had this and I had that. Now the reason why I had this one is because you could start with these words, these beginning words, because they are continuous sounds. Because when you say, you're able to say it for a very long time. So when you say a, t, so you're able to get fat. Do you get it? So a, t, so you have fat. Unlike cat, I can't drag k. It's just k. It's a stop sound. I can't drag that, but I can drag f. So you can start with continuous sounds at the beginning to help the child be able to, blend it. Then we have a, t. So we have a, so ma. And then our last sound is t. So we have a. So we have mat. So that's how we are going. So we have s, and as some of the continuous sounds you can use at the beginning of your CVC words. Now, if you want to probably make this more interesting, you could also hide some of the sounds. Not really hide, but then you, let me just see this. So I have something like this. Then I open the very first sound. So the child says what? I open the next one. The child says ah. So I have fa. Then I release the last sound t. So the child says fat. Another interesting way. So you just have to fold them. Fold the card or your sound box, like I said before, and then you just have to open one sound at a time. So with that, as a child is mentioning the sound and blending, they are less likely to ignore any sound, and they are most likely to be able to read these short these short words. I hope this video has been very informative, and I know some schools are already home and some are on vacation. Some schools are home and some have already returned, but this should be an important strategy to incorporate into your lessons, especially for struggling readers in your class. If you enjoyed this video, kindly remember to like, share and subscribe. I'll see you in our next video. Bye.